be able to announce this renovation has been a dream come true for the whole community, and is something, you know, that I think is just going to be an amazing journey over the next year and a half to be able to return the resort to its beautiful place as one of the greatest resorts in the country.
There are a set of guidelines that are referred to as the Secretary of the Interior Standards for Rehabilitation, and they have become the gold standard. They're used throughout the United States at every level, local level, state, as well as federal. And they're common sense standards that require you to preserve as much of the original fabric as possible, and when that's not possible, to replace it with in-kind fabric so that you're really preserving the integrity of the historic structure.
From a renovation standpoint, we're actually starting on the outside of the property. We will go around, we will repair 900 plus windows as part of the restoration, as well as the brick and mortar and cornices that is there. From there, the project will move inside, and we've got a comprehensive soft goods program that will address all of our guest rooms and our suites, all of our public areas, as well as a number of our restaurants that we have. A couple of new additions as part of the renovation restoration scope. We'll be converting out the casino to a new family-style restaurant, and then building up on this site where we're at right now, a pavilion that will be able to open up in early 2023, with the hopes being that it'll be the place for people to come in all the United States.
So historic restoration is really unique, and so it's the biggest challenge with historic restoration is you just don't know what you're going to find. So when you start to remove something, what the construction is behind it. You make a lot of assumptions when we work on and collaborate on the consulting side of how should this be done. And there was a lot of pre-work that was done to get us to this point. So all of these buildings were built by craftsmen, and that takes craftsmen to reimagine these and rebuild them to the style and the construction that they were originally built. And so, that being said, those 200 people that work for us, they've been with us for a very long time. They have been doing tuck pointing and terracotta and limestone work for many, many years. And doing historic restoration just really takes that kind of attention to detail and understanding what the ultimate goal is. And the goal here at the Homestead isn't to, you know, make it look modern and new. The goal here is to preserve her to her original beauty. And today the building is in very great shape, but you want to make sure that we've maintained her to a level where she's going to be in perfect shape, both from a waterproofing standpoint, a structural standpoint, for many, many years to come. And so that's what this investment is all about.
You know, one of the things, you know, that we've been working really hard over the last year and a half, and that maybe is one of the blessings of COVID, the very few blessings that we've had, is we've really been able to plan this renovation out so that the resort will remain open throughout the restoration renovation. The project being actually 5 different wings works in our favor in that particular standpoint. So we anticipate having nominal you know, to minor inconvenience from a guest standpoint, but we will actually be starting in the west wing and in the garden wing, which we'll be renaming the south wing. We'll complete those 2 before we move into the main wing, the tower wing, and the east wing. You know, as we've been preparing the scope for this renovation, you know, one of the issues that a lot of guests have been coming up and saying, is the homestead going to change? Is it going to be the same homestead that we've come to love? And I can tell you, you know, with a great deal of confidence, you know, having been involved in the scope, that it's going to be the old homestead. It's just going to be updated. You know, there's 5 tenets and things that we're focusing on: maintaining tradition, making it lighter and airier, you know, maintaining the iconic, you know, positioning that it has, giving it a residential feel, and being sophisticated. So artwork, you know, the things that everyone are used to and appreciate as they come year in and year out will be part of the homestead moving forward in the future.